This is the Dorkside News Network, and this just in.
That was a good one for Resident Evil and the Stretchy Arm Man.
Is that going to be the title?
Resident Evil and the Stretchy Armed Man. Someone's going to be like, what the hell are they even talking about? I don't.
Well, that means they didn't listen to the last episode.
Yeah, what the hell are you doing? Go listen to the last episode. Wait, are we recording right now?
Oh, we are?
I do that every time. And sometimes it's like on purpose, but this time I really did not know we were recording. Hey, guys. I think it's either you or Rich. Your phone is definitely being picked up by the weird clicky thingy.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't hear it.
I heard it twice during to the last one, but it was very, very short. It was only like
All
5-10 seconds.
All right.
We'll cut that out. Let me go. Hey guys, Dorkside News here, and we actually are doing the news this time, and we actually kind of named the segment. We're 49 episodes in, and we finally named our news segment something catchy. That's exciting. I'm James.
I'm Richard.
I'm Leiden.
And Leiden, you're here from some thing that you do, right?
Just a little tiny thing called Dorkside Fitness.
Is it tiny or is it big?
Oh no, don't. Oh, James, we're not like that, man.
Do you guys have stretchy arms like
No,
like Wesker from? Sorry.
we aspire to be more like Chris Redfield.
That's fair.
Be a fucking jacked bro, okay?
Is it one arm or is it both arms?
Both
Oh,
arms.
Okay, that's good.
Every day, arm day.
All right. So Leiden's here from Dorkside Fitness, and we are actually going to do the Dorkside Debrief. Yes, I finally
It
named
even
it.
sounds good.
I know it does. The week of December 15th. It was I wanted to say it wasn't a very heavily news-filled week because there was announcements, but they were all in the same vein in the same area. So we do have some fun stuff that happened. But the two big things this week that happened, the Video Game Awards and Sony's State of Play. And if anybody knows me, Sony is my lifeblood. So I'm going to talk about the State of Play, whether you want to hear me or not. I guess if you don't want to hear me, you can just turn it off.
How much is Sony paying you?
Nothing, which is what pisses me off. Sony, if you're listening, fix your PlayStation blog and then hire me.
James, Sony shrug.
Not
No,
yet. He
no.
wants to be, though.
No, because if I was, I would also not say that PlayStation blog really needs some help. The drop, which is what they talk about, what games are coming out this week. They have one or two sentence synopsis of the game that it never is edited correctly. There's grammar mistakes. There's words missing. There's just really awful.
James,
It never goes to editing.
they're Japanese, man. English isn't their first language, bro.
You could still, if you're a company, you could still send it to somebody to get checked.
All right,
English
guys.
isn't their first language.
Sony, send it on over to Dorkside News. James
We will. I
take
will
care of you.
gladly edit it for you, and then send me the game too, so I could try it out. So the Video Game Awards did happen, but during the Video Game Awards, there's two reasons you watch it, or both reasons. You either watch it for the Video Game Awards, which we'll talk about, or you watch it because they always announce something during the Video Game Awards, and this one was no different. So we're going to start with the announcements that happened during the VGAs. There was several things, but I just picked what I thought was most fun to talk about. If you guys want to see all the rest of the announcements, I have the link in the show notes. So go look at it. We'll start off with Leiden. You're an Xbox fanboy, aren't you?
Absolutely not.
Okay, good. So you'll hate this one as much as I do.
Oh, perfect.
Xbox has finally unveiled the title of their next gen console.
Oh yeah, what was it?
And they put a lot of thought into this name.
Is it Xbox 2?
Oh, I wish.
Xbox 2720.
Oh, God. Even that, I wish. It is the aptly dubbed Xbox Series X, or as everybody's going to call it, XboxX.
Are they just going to say Xbox?
Xbox X. It sounds a little bit like your username from when you were 14.
Yeah.
You know, XXX underscore.
Your actual name was Box, but it just had X's around the outside.
No. Like little X, big X, little X underscore. Overlord Death Murder underscore little X, big X, little X.
I guess it's not as bad as the X Bone because they didn't think of that one through. Xbox One.
Oh,
X
no.
Bone.
I mean, I don't know. There's nothing wrong with the gaming system, but it's boring. Xbox One.
Xbox, It was called Project Scarlet. Just leave it that. That was a much better
Oh,
name.
they always come up with cool project names. Like Microsoft is great at the
Project
code
codenames,
names.
yeah.
Yeah.
Project Scarlet, otherwise known as Xbox
No, I would have been.
Series. Okay,
I
that's a
don't want to
snooze
sound
fest.
dumb, but I would have been a lot more interested if it was like called. I mean, it's green, so maybe Xbox Emerald or something. But
I would have taken that.
Yeah.
That's still a different.
Yeah.
It's like, how many times can we put X in this name?
We don't know. We don't know a lot about it yet, right? It's
We don't know the technical specs. We
Yeah.
do know
it's an next gen system, so we know it's going to have like 4K.
it's a pretty fancy machine.
4K's got to be native.
I think so.
Oh, one thing I did read, which was,
Yeah.
I mean, they're doing better than PlayStation. Everything that's currently backwards compatible is going to be carried forward.
No, incorrect.
No.
You are slightly. Everything is going to be backwards compatible.
No. Everything that's currently backwards compatible is going to be carried forward. There's going to be no drop whatsoever.
Yep.
And then the backwards compatibility team is going to go right back to work. I guess what they're doing is they're working right now to make sure it still works on the new system. Then they're going to go right back to work, and they're not stopping making everything backwards compatible.
PlayStation has said that there will be some backwards compatibility, but they have still not said how or what.
Okay, yeah.
Well, and they backed off on PlayStation 4, right? I mean,
No, wasn't it PlayStation 3? PlayStation 3, I think, was the last backwards compatible one. It was like the first gen.
And
PlayStation was backwards compatible, and they were having a lot of pricing issues because it was making the system too expensive. So,
because they actually had a chip that was a PlayStation 2.
and I think a second reader.
Yeah. It was ridiculous.
anything more than that now, it's you're emulating.
Well, no, I'm just saying that's what it was originally. So you could pop in your old discs, and if you remember what was happening during the consoles at the time, that whole thing was a disaster for Sony.
Yeah.
They were losing, so they jettisoned all that backwards compatibility components. And I've gotten away from console gaming a little bit, but except for the emulation, I don't think, unless a developer purposely went back and emulated or remastered their game,
Yeah.
I don't think there's any kind of backwards compatibility with the PlayStation 4.
No,
I know there's PlayStation 1 classics
I was gonna say that the
on the PlayStation 3.
their backwards compatibility is the fact that you can buy them off the PlayStation Store when they've emulated something or they've gone back and not remastered it, but made it playable through some other stuff. But not every game is backwards compatible, and you can't put in old discs. That's the big thing.
And you're right that it's not backwards compatible because you're not. There's no redeeming mechanism
Yeah.
or a way to play the old disc. You'd have to rebuy the game.
And I've heard several people, and I like this idea. If you buy Medieval right now, the game that's on PlayStation 4, if you buy the disc and you insert the disc, you can't play the game if you don't have internet because you have to download the game.
Sure.
So the disc is basically the trigger for you to download the game.
Yeah.
If they did that with your other Xbox Xbox and PlayStation games, where if you put in the old disc and it sends you to a site to download that game, that way you can emulate it that way. So much easier to figure that out. It'd suck a little bit because it take up some space, but at least it's a solution.
Well, that way you'd feel like you have backwards compatibility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you'd bought it once before, you would still get to play it.
Yeah, exactly.
And just to be fair, the feature won't be 4K, right? Because 4K already exists in all the current generation consoles. They are. Yeah.
Does
They
it? I thought
my PlayStation's 4K.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they were all 1080p.
So there's a middle gen release.
Oh, wait, do you have the PlayStation Pro?
I do.
Bro, I didn't know you're a pro.
Yeah. of
Dude, you
course.
went big league?
I did.
It's just like the Switch. The Nintendo Switch has the models with the good batteries and the models with the bad batteries. So you can tell by looking at the box which batteries are installed.
So ray tracing is the big feature for next gen. It's gonna be ray tracing. If you play Tomb Raider on your PC, you can turn ray tracing on, and then the shadows all look,
And
they all
then-
match.
And then the smoke comes out of the computer, right?
Not mine, but
What?
maybe
Not
yours.
yours?
Yeah.
Wait, yours too, right?
No, mine's fine.
What? Shit, is it just me?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, feed the hamster because he's getting tired.
Yeah. But without ray tracing, the shadows all are fake, and it's a dramatic improvement. It looks really nice.
So I was going to say that this might have been the first news segment that we've done where I have not mentioned Borderlands in a long time.
But
Well,
you couldn't help
I'm
yourself.
glad
But
you found a way back
I
to
couldn't
it.
help myself. We're not actually talking about Borderlands though, but we are talking about Gearbox. Gearbox, one of my few favorite companies up there because they made Borderlands, is making another looter game because we consider Borderlands a looter shooter, which I know some people hate that phrase, so that's why I love using it.
It sounds stupid.
I know. That's why I love it. They're making another looter type game, but this one's actually a looter slasher. It's called Godfall. It looks crazy, and it's a PS5 launch game. So it is coming out the same time that the PS5 is, holiday 2020. Holiday usually just means somewhere around Christmas. So
And
sometimes
it's not exclusive. It's just PS5 and PC.
yeah, it's not exclusive, but it is a PlayStation launch game. It will be a game that is available at
Yeah.
PlayStation 5 during launch. It looks awesome. We didn't see any gameplay though. So
Yep.
the trailer looks awesome.
I still think that Godfall is going to be somewhat similar to Warframe. Warframe already has a big loot mechanic. You find all the little different cards and modifications and stuff like that. It's got the sleek metal ninja warrior people. It's got lots of glows and shines.
See,
Destiny is also like another game. It's good. Like those are all the
Yeah.
squad-based mission play.
I think the big draw for this one that people are going to be interested in is, again, it's the same type of thing. It's a looter game where you loot things, but your armor and stuff looks more like it's actually armor. Like it's big pieces of iron or steel that are hanging off of you because it's supposed to be like a fantasy setting, like Dungeons and Dragons type thing.
Yeah.
So that's really the only difference I've seen so far, but we haven't seen any gameplay. Just the trailer.
But their helmets don't look like helmets.
They don't. And they definitely look like they might have been something from Destiny or
Like robots or something.
Yeah. It was cool to see some weird Cthulhu Hydra type monster at the top at the very end.
Oh, it looks very cool.
It does look. It looks awesome.
Beautiful.
I just wish we would have saw.
Being a Gearbox game, it felt like they were keeping the kind of witty dialogue.
Yeah, the dialogue. It wasn't as canned, I guess is the best way I could say it. But it was. They were purposely like guys on the ground. He's like, "You want to stand up?" or something like, okay, haha, we get it. But no, it does. The trailer gave you something at least, and I'm excited to see where it goes from here. But I need to see gameplay before I say 100% I want to play it. I'm like 80% in right now because it's Gearbox and the trailer looks beautiful. But that's all I got to go off of.
We know the trailers have never been deceptive.
Yeah. Speaking of, you
Oh,
went
speaking
perfectly into this one.
You like how I do that? Rick?
He's a pro.
Do you know I thought of that? I didn't.
The man who I say started battle royales.
Oh boy, okay.
The man who made
Oh yeah.
PUBG.
PUBG?
Did you see my brain just turn off for a second?
Yeah,
That
I
was
know.
Awesome. The man who made PUBG, PlayerUnknown Battleground, has launched a teaser for something mysteriously just named Prologue.
Take my money.
Oh, get Rich.
I was,
Take
making,
it.
Rich,
I was making fun of Rich because
Rich, you're the reason we have bad things.
you are
I know.
you are in a first person view and you're looking at a forest and you literally maybe turn left 2 degrees and then turn back right. And Rich was like, I'm in.
That's turning your head like that is just enough to indicate that it's not a cutscene.
Yep.
Take my money.
It is interesting though, because he was saying that it's supposed to be. Well, we tried to deduce down what his little blurb on Prologue said, but we can only get so much. It's supposed to be a new like environment and a new way to play and stuff. So we thought maybe VR.
No, well, he's talking about like using the latest technology.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, well, so it's gonna
As
if
either
it's
next gen console.
well, obviously, but if it's
Or
not
VR.
full VR, it's definitely gonna have some sort of 3D VR experience to it.
Yeah.
And then what was it, like ever changing gameplay experience? So it's got definitely something procedural. Yeah.
Which I mean, I don't know about if I'm.
What was that terrible alien game that's not so terrible right now? You explore space. You go look at planets. It's all procedural.
It used to be
Oh.
terrible, but now it's good.
It's super great. Hello Games.
No
Hello
Man's
Games.
Sky.
No Man's Sky.
No
Yeah,
Man's
yeah.
Sky.
Which has recently, as of actually time of recording, just got another update where you can make your own soundtrack in the game.
What?
That's pretty cool.
Wait, it has like Mario Maker in there, and you make music?
Soundtrack. Yeah.
Yeah, Mario Maker. You made music.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, okay.
No, not Mario Maker. You're thinking of Mario Paint.
Mario Paint.
Yeah.
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 Mario Paint. Yeah, where you I know it's a painting game, but you actually just
Just
made
made
music.
music,
The whole,
yeah.
Is that what they put in there?
Yeah, I guess so. It's like a little box you go up to and you can make
I'm gonna segue a little bit.
fat beats.
It always blows my mind that if you
That's not the right term.
want something to like endure forever, just like let them create, and especially if you can let them create music, you're gonna find something that like 15 years later, people are still gonna speak very lovingly of.
That's true.
When I said that, I can just imagine someone going up and be like, listen to these fat beats. And it's just classical music and bump in some Ludwig van Beethoven. Or
Can
something.
you run into other people in that game?
You can now, yes.
Okay.
Since the update, so they call it No Man's Sky Next, and it has since the game has changed dramatically. It is so much better. I played it for 3 or 4 days, almost nonstop.
But
Seriously,
then you put the game down and you just forgot.
well,
about
because other games came out.
it. Yeah.
I mean, and I didn't forget about it. It's still on my system. I'm still ready to play it. But
Except for you don't ever.
I got
do that.
Fallen Order to play. I
This
got
feels a little bit like
Graveyard Keeper to play.
feels a little bit like Woody. Like you're just gonna throw him away.
Look, he has a job, and that job is to watch all the shows, play all the games.
No,
It
but
doesn't mean beat all the games and finish watching all the shows.
Actually,
just start them.
I did want to point this out. So a lot of people are with Fallen Order, it's a very good game riddled with bugs.
Okay.
Many bugs. A lot of people were saying that there's 2 points during the game where your save file can get corrupted and you completely have to start over. I have luckily not run into that yet. However, my game is nigh unplayable because every 30 minutes my game just crashes.
That's why I never finished Fallout New Vegas. Lost my save game, and I was done. I never wanted to play it again.
yep, Bethesda and an EA game. Yep.
It's agitating because I really want to see, and everybody's talking about the turn at the end. It looks so awesome. Like
Yeah,
whatever.
Dragon Age Inquisition too.
Yeah.
Same thing.
And it's almost on the dot, every 30 minutes. I'm in a planet that Wookiees are from. I didn't want to say it, but I said it.
Yeah.
I'm on that planet right now, and I'm walking through. I swing my
Is that a
lightsaber.
spoiler?
Game crashes. Not really. I mean,
Are you on Shuriwook?
but no.
No,
Kashyyyk.
just some other. Yeah.
Kashyyyk.
Kashyyyk.
Shuriwook is-
The language.
Yeah,
Wait,
that's what they
wait,
speak.
so
Yeah.
to go full circle, you can run into, back to No Man's Sky. You can run into somebody in their spaceship
Mhm.
and listen to their fat beats.
Apparently,
Rich, does Prologue need to have the feature where you can run into somebody else
have
and
fat
listen to
beats.
their personally built fat beats? Do you need that in your game Prologue?
I for some reason I want it to be like flutes and like
You always do this, Rich. You're selling me so fucking hard right now.
right? Like if you met somebody and they were playing like a
a
wood
liar.
flute,
A liar.
or a liar, like some sort of
I don't know what you're saying, but I know I want this.
But to be fair, you're reminding me of Overwatch when I saw the trailer and I was like, Blizzard, take my money. Take my money, damn it.
yeah.
Take it.
It's
And then there was no single player campaign, and I was like, "What?
Can you give me my money back?
Have you seen it?
give me my
Overwatch
money
2?
back.
I mean, we reported on it, but
Okay.
um,
You're finally gonna get your single player, man. Okay, never mind.
I
I'm
just
sorry.
I don't have
I
any,
didn't mean to bring it up.
I don't have any trust in Blizzard anymore. I don't.
Because it's not single player. It's
Do you
PvE.
mean you don't have any trust in Blizzard, or was it Activision Blizzard?
So let's get this straight. Overwatch 2's whatever expansion, whatever they say that they're gonna do, because it's not a sequel, it's an expansion. Let's just get that straight.
That's basically what it is. Yeah.
It's not a single player, it's PvE.
I want Titanfall
still,
2.
You still play with other people, but you fight the environment.
I thought there was a story mode.
I mean, the story mode in the sense of the little holiday events that they have.
Oh God,
going
you're
on.
losing me.
Yeah,
You're losing me.
exactly,
Can we go back to
exactly.
Prologue?
Give me Spider-Man open world play, but with Overwatch characters.
Oh God, yes.
Okay, you're selling me again, Rich.
Hire me, people. I will tell you all the winning combinations, and they'll be like, "Yeah, but that won't allow us to make $4 billion or $4 trillion. I don't know, however many billions of dollars for Clash of Clans or something."
Yeah, I was going to say we all can't be Clash of Clans.
Actually, I
Rich.
played a Clash of Clans for a long time, but it's still
How
a
much
dumb game.
money did Clash of Clans get off of you?
I'm a whale, Leiden.
Okay, all right.
Rich has the
too
money
much.
to do it.
I'm sorry.
Not anymore, but I had the money.
Yeah.
I'm
And
sorry for
now they have the
your
money.
poor girlfriend. Okay.
I did want to go back to No Man's Sky one more time. because
Yeah,
I
oh,
thought-
boy.
I thought you'd think this was fun.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh, guys! Sorry, we will move
Yes.
past.
We will.
Yeah.
When No Man's Sky,
Prologue is so interesting. We keep talking about every other game. Okay.
We don't know anything about it.
we don't know anything about us. We had to fill it. When No Man's Sky Next came out,
Yeah.
where you could see people and all that stuff happen. I'm on my own little planet. I'm mining my own stuff, trying to build my base up, and some jackass comes to my planet and starts shooting me. So I was like, "This motherfucker!"
So it's also PvP.
Yeah. So I turn around and shoot him with a far better gun. I don't know if he realized that I was kind of severely out leveling him. And then he gets in his ship and goes, "What the hell? I got to get away." So he starts flying away, and I'm like, "This son of a bitch!" So I get in my ship and chase him.
Are you
Seemingly-
talking? Are you talking mad shit? The
Yeah, I
entire
am.
time?
I mean, he can't hear me because he didn't have his headset on. But seemingly chasing him literally through the galaxy because he left my planet, started heading towards another planet. he was still on my radar, and I just tracked his ass down and just followed him. It's super fun. You got to try it again.
One last point for Prologue. It looks beautiful, guys. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
It looks amazing. I don't like going out in nature too much, but if nature looked like this thing, I might actually enjoy going out.
I still don't want to go on.
It's called Oregon or Seattle.
Yeah, I still don't want to go in nature, but if I can make a character go in nature,
Yeah.
Especially in VR, man, it's like you're really there.
All right, this last one for the announcements, at least for the VGAs, was a big one. We finally got an actual trailer for Ghost of Tsushima, which is a game everybody and their mother has been talking about because it was made by a very, very popular studio, Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch is famous for Infamous. Oh God, I almost just whoop. And it looks like that actually. Kind of, it's an Infamous type game, but
Like the same game engine, probably.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you're a samurai, and the world seems to be much bigger. And
I mean, when I was watching it, I feel like they're giving you the impression it's going to be right because Zelda
Breath of
like
the Wild.
set the new standard of how big an open world sandbox game is supposed to be, and it feels like it's at the very least pushing those limits. At least that's how it felt.
Yeah.
There was one cutscene where you're on a horseback, just like Link.
Another one, you're climbing a cliff.
Yeah. Just right. You can navigate great spans of terrain, and if there is something in your way, it's not like a bush that stops you. You can just start climbing over it.
It looks amazing. I mean, the gameplay looks amazing and fun. Unlike the other things that were all amazing cutscenes, but we don't really know what the game looks like. Here, the game graphics themselves are very grounded in just normal, like current gen hardware. But I want to play this game. Like, I want to be a samurai riding horses and climbing cliffs and burning down Kyojin, Japanese castles and stuff. Like, I don't know. It looks cool.
I love when my phone does this. I just tried to bring up some more stuff for the next bit of my news, and it just refuses to flip.
Well, we're moving on to the awards.
We are moving on to the awards.
Game of the year. What do you think a game of the year is?
Fallout 76.
Best game that I never wanted to play and don't care about whatsoever.
I was going to say, I'm so glad you didn't actually look at the notes, so you can't know.
You don't want to be in a vast, empty hellscape. I
with
was never,
intentionally like no NPCs except maybe a merchant. I think.
I have intentionally never played the game because I felt it was so uninteresting. And James just informed me that there isn't even so much as an NPC. Like
No.
not even like a merchant. What do you even sell your stuff to?
Other players. You're supposed to
Garbage.
negotiate deals with them.
This sounds like garbage.
It's complete garbage.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Bethesda is the next sellout company behind EA. Normal companies have to get purchased by EA to become crappy like EA, but Bethesda just became that way by sheer making tons of money.
Wasn't Fallout 76 built off of the Fallout 3 engine? Don't they just refuse?
Yeah, it seems like it because it was all glitchy.
They just refuse to make a new engine.
But isn't Skyrim like?
No, I'm pretty sure Skyrim is Fallout 3.
I think it's all the same engine. It's all like the crappy Elder Scrolls engine that
keep,
they've slowly upgraded it just a little bit.
They keep stitching new pieces to it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, so we'll give you some choices here. We have a lot of awards to go through, but I'm not going through all of them because there were several esports awards that nobody cares about.
Yeah.
You want to know who the League of Legends champion was?
No, I don't care.
What?
Game of the year. So of these 6 games, which one do you think it was, Leiden? We have The Outer Worlds,
Oh, okay.
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate,
Ooh.
Resident Evil 2 Remake, Death Stranding,
Oh, no way.
Control,
Okay.
and Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice.
Oh boy. Okay, actually, so some games I don't know. Some games seem like obvious contenders. From Software and Sekiro. I actually haven't even gotten to play that game yet. I am a Souls fan.
Fanboy.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, a fanboy, but I really do enjoy their balanced gameplay. I know Sekiro is supposed to be the best one yet. Smash Brothers Ultimate kind of speaks for itself. I don't think there's any way Death Stranding could have possibly won. It's a Kojima game.
It is a Kojima game.
He makes amazing games, but I mean, it's like its own thing.
So, minor spoiler alert: Death Stranding did win some awards. Wasn't this one?
It could not. There's no way it was this one. I feel like I'm going to pick the low hanging fruit. I'm going to say Smash Brothers.
You'd be wrong. It was actually Shadows Die Twice. Sekiro won Game of the Year.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which
Does that mean they're mainstream now?
They've been mainstream.
You think?
Oh yeah.
definitely.
I wonder how many sales they've got.
They're as mainstream as you can get for making that kind of game.
Well, no, okay, that's fair.
Because obviously it's not Clash of Clans. It's not going to be making 6 billion a year in sales. But I mean, for what it is, they're the best at it.
But I mean, there's not really like a lot of competition in that narrow
Rich,
rogue
for
space.
what it is, they're the best at it. Why are you arguing?
All right. So the game of the year, Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice.
Rich, it's called
Is
evolution.
this also Lovecraftian?
Rich, it's called evolution. You,
No.
you find your
That's
niche,
sad.
you hide inside of it.
It's imagine it is a Dark Souls game.
Yeah.
So you get the Dark Soul mechanics, right? Like really difficult gameplay, complicated boss mechanics that are like meant to one-shot you, right?
But-
So you got to. There's a huge learning curve.
And you memorize the pattern, and then it's like basically if you execute the pattern seamlessly, it's easy. But if you don't, then
it's not even really. I mean, the pattern, yes, it will help.
Yeah.
But this goes all the way
of
back
those
to
kinds of elements. Yeah.
learn the mechanics. You'll get a new weapon, you'll get a new item, you'll get a new level up or whatever. You learn the mechanics of that. That's how you beat the next boss.
Yeah.
Up next, action game. So you have Devil May Cry 5, Apex Legends, Astral Chain, which I've heard was actually really good, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Gears 5, and Metro Exodus. Who do you think took the title?
Jesus, man, I don't know. I want to be an ass and say it was Modern Warfare.
So I would have said that too if I was
There's no way that one won.
if I was in his position.
There's no way.
It did not win. However, Call of Duty Modern Warfare is the top selling game of all time for speed.
God,
It-
for speed.
For speed, it hit something like $1 billion
Oh
in,
God,
in
I
17
thought
days.
you were implying like for every copy you
No.
got like a hit of speed or something.
It hit record breaking numbers within 17 days of release. It was ridiculous.
But this is not money, right?
Yeah.
They didn't just open their pocketbook and whoever had the most money wins. They voted which is the best action game. So what is the best action game?
What is the best action
Yeah.
game, James?
It is Devil May Cry 5.
Really?
Surprisingly, I said the same thing when I read this. I'm not mad.
Did they even have a number 4? I'm pretty sure they didn't have a number 4. Didn't they just? There's some game called DMC 4.
No, they did have a Devil May Cry 4.
No, I thought it was-
They had and then it went to DMC and then Devil May Cry 5. DMC was an offshoot. So there was a Devil
Oh,
May
I
Cry
didn't know
4.
that.
Yeah.
Oh no, you're right. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
DMC was a reboot.
Yep.
That
And it was a reboot that
doesn't exist anymore.
I liked it. It's
Oh
just-
boy, okay.
Again, it was
So
one of the-
that's okay. I didn't know. This.
I liked it just not set in that universe.
Is he always like this?
He is like this, yeah.
All the time.
All the time.
Wow.
This, yeah.
It just never shuts off.
Oh my
I
God.
actually really I love the Devil May Cry series. I think it's great. I just
Oh, see, no, I don't, because like, okay, something I find interesting about it is that the hard part's not beating it.
yeah.
The hard part's beating it good,
No, that 100%.
and that's the part I'm terrible at.
Yeah, it's intriguing to me, and I just don't care enough to keep playing. So I'm just like, okay, now I'm gonna have to like B plus, and then I'm like, okay, A minus.
All I
And
know,
then I'm just done.
all
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
about Devil May Cry 5 is at one point you can throw a motorcycle at someone as a weapon. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Action adventure game, which is different from an action game.
Okay. Yep, absolutely,
It is a
obviously.
different category. Your options are Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice, The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening,
Oh,
the
no.
newest one, Resident Evil 2 remake, Death Stranding, Control, and spoiler alert, which should have won, Borderlands 3.
I feel like you're giving this away, but honestly, and again, I feel terrible because I'm actually like not. I mean, I'm not a real gamer apparently, but just all the love I have seen. I'm pretty sure you're going to tell me it was Death Stranding, but I feel like it should be Link's Awakening.
It's neither of those. It's Sekiro again. Sekiro won Best Action Adventure Game.
I mean, good for it.
Yeah, I should play it if it's winning all these awards. But the game I should really play.
Is Sony paying you?
No. I wish. The game I should really play, though, is this next one. So instead of making you guess which award it won, I'm going to tell you which ones it won because it won multiple. Disco Elysium won Fresh Indie Game, Independent Game, Best Narrative, and Best RPG. So apparently I'm missing out on something here because that is a lot of
You're
awards.
missing on Sekiro and now.
Yeah, and Disco Elysium.
Okay.
So yeah, if you guys know anything about it, I watched just the trailer and I still haven't really caught on to much what it's about.
Is it a rhythm game
No,
with a name like Disco?
it is an RPG. It is 100% an
You
RPG.
can have an RPG disco game.
I mean, you can. In Super Mash, you could probably do like a rhythm JRPG, right?
Yeah.
No,
Like Batman.
but the trailer for Disco Elysium looks amazing. I haven't had the chance to play it yet because it was on PC and I just moved. I don't have my PC set up yet. However, it is being released on PlayStation early next year.
I mean,
So it's coming
again,
to
I kind of got away from gaming, just trying to be a responsible adult. But I mean, just 30 minutes here with you guys, I feel like I'm about to get sucked back in. I want to see what the Sekiro stuff's all about.
Next one. I'm not even going to give you options because I think you're going to get it.
Okay.
Best VR game.
Resident Evil 7.
Okay, maybe I should have gave him options.
Oh, okay.
It's the only game I invite people over to play.
I'm
It's VR.
a little biased.
It's the only game I ever actually knew was in VR.
Well, no, I mean, because they got the Beat Saber game.
It is Beat Saber.
No, stop.
It is Beat
Yeah.
Saber.
Okay. All right. Well, guys, I'll see you later. Okay, this is bullshit.
Have you played Beat Saber?
Yeah, I've played Beat Saber, Rich.
I don't know.
You just
It's super fun.
Hey, look, Rich, I'm playing Beat Saber. Woo!
He's just not that good.
I
at
play
it,
it all the
so-
time. I love it.
No, it's just.
It's a great workout. Like, I mean,
What do you even?
you play it for 45 minutes and you're
You're sweating.
sweating.
I mean, how do you even weigh a game as the best of its genre or its segment? But I mean, Resident Evil 7 was a bona fide AAA experience.
It was on the top list of one of the better VR games for sure. But
But what year was that?
What year was that?
Resident Evil 7
I
VR.
think Resident Evil VR was probably 2 years ago now.
Yeah, it's a while ago.
Okay, well, that's probably why I didn't win this year.
You're like, but it definitely won last year. We kind of had a little spoiler because I told Wyden about this one already because I thought it was super funny. But the best sports/racing game.
God.
I cannot believe it, but I'm happy it did win because it shows that people want their old games back. They do.
I'm just upset about Garfield.
The Garfield Racer.
Was there a Garfield?
There was
Racer this year?
100%
I pre-ordered it.
a Garfield Racer game.
He didn't pre-order it, did he?
I don't.
Did you pre-order?
I don't know with Rich. I never know. This best sports racing game was actually Crash Team Racing. When it came out a few months ago,
Wait, is it a remake?
it is a remake, yes,
A remake
of Crash Team Racing.
of Crash Team Racing.
Yeah.
Is a best game of the year.
Yep,
Okay. All right. This is our world.
this is what we live in.
Yeah.
And
Is
the
this
last
reality?
the last one I wanted to go over, and again, I don't think this is going to be a surprise to anyone, but best fighting game. What options? What?
Virtual Fighter.
What? Yes.
No, not Virtual Fighter.
It was. Well, it's
I love
Tekken.
Tekken.
Your options were Super Smash Brothers Melee. I'm sorry, not Melee. Ultimate, Jump Force, Dead or Alive
Jump
6,
Force.
Dead or Alive 6, Mortal Kombat 11. I keep playing with that. damn
Oh,
thing, sorry.
actually, I think Mortal Kombat 11 would have been really competitive.
And Samurai Showdown,
Hmm.
which is also a remake.
Okay.
Man, that's an old game to remake.
Yeah.
It's a very old game.
I mean, it has to be Ultimate, right?
Yeah, it was Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Okay. I mean, honestly, though, again, apparently I don't know how to rate a game because I know Ultimate's obviously fantastic,
Yes,
but I would have really like MK11 had to have been competitive.
it should have been.
But which one is Japanese? That's an important component.
What?
I'm just looking at the win list.
No, that's fair. But which one is more Japanese? I mean, you were playing as ninjas in Mortal Kombat, but every Japanese mascot is in Super Smash Bros. So
Well, also one is made by an American game studio and one is made by a Japanese studio, and you have to be loyal to
that's fair.
Japan,
Who,
probably.
who publishes these awards?
the Video Game Awards.
Yeah,
I don't
the
know.
VGAs?
The VGAs.
Is it the Japan?
I don't know.
Oh my
actually.
god!
I want to see.
Are we figuring out a conspiracy?
I think so.
I do want to see Leiden's head explode right now because I know he didn't listen to the last. And I don't blame him; he's a busy man. But he didn't listen to the episode where we talked about the possible 5th DLC character for Super Smash Bros.
Yeah.
Godzilla.
And I want
Godzilla. I found the
Stop
most.
giving away the secret link.
I found the most amazing video.
Look at the secret link at the end
Yeah.
of the show notes.
You will love it.
Of all the things possible, what do you think the Super Smash Bros. DLC could be?
What kind of question is that?
It's. Do you remember?
I
remember
know-
Ross from Friends.
Pivot,
Rich,
pivot.
Rich, You sell me on everything. How does Ross play, Rich?
He has a couch and he pivots.
He has the monkey.
And the monkey.
That's
yes,
his
I'm
ultimate
sorry.
attack.
The monkey is like his ranged bee. I know Banjo-Kazooie just recently came out.
Yep.
I feel like I know this one. I feel like I saw the
I promise you don't.
Oh.
I promise you don't.
Oh my God, Shin Godzilla's not it.
No.
That's real.
No.
This is really
not a
happening.
mod.
Guys,
It's
please go
not a
see the
mod.
video.
Again, it is a rumor, but we almost confirmed, and it makes sense based on the current times and what's coming. You remember a little game called Half-Life?
Oh yes, no, I heard about the rumor too.
Gordon Freeman is supposedly supposed to be the 5th DLC character.
Actually, it almost makes sense because one, who makes the game again?
Valve.
No, Smash Brothers.
Nintendo.
No, Shigeru, right?
Shigeru Miyamoto?
Yeah. Like obviously, with all the characters are included,
Uh,
he really loves inviting other IPs in.
Yeah.
Shigeru Miyamoto didn't make Smash Brothers, by the way.
What are you fucking with me?
No. He made Mario,
Oh wow.
and he is the CEO of Nintendo. So, no, I was going to say Nintendo Sony. That's not a thing.
No.
Nintendo
Yeah,
Japan.
No, my brain's totally not working. I forget the guy who's been developing Smash Brothers
Sure.
for like years now, but I know he enjoys bringing in outside IPs. Yeah, that's how we got like Snake from the Metal Gear Solid games in there and stuff like that. But so it makes so it's not unbelievable that Gordon could show up, but I feel like it makes sense. Because did you see Valve's announcement?
Half-Life Alex? Of course we did. We reported on the news.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, no, because well, no, it's Valve.
It is.
So I suspect their VR experience is going to be pretty legit.
We talked about this.
Absolutely.
Half-Life was always at the top of their game for physics and everything.
Or in the current gen technology.
Yeah, in the current gen. And
So if that game's on the horizon, it makes sense that in a kind of marketing thing,
Yeah.
to have them be a part of this because it's think of the rumor mill, the hype.
Masahiro Sakurai.
Sakurai, yeah.
I really hope that if he's in the game, that at some point you summon one or more head crabs.
No, that would be so awesome.
That'd be fun.
Oh no, this would be one of his attacks. Like
Yeah.
if you get if like they got these like deflect shields or whatever, they're kind of small range, but if you get hit by it, a head crab pops up and grabs your head, and you're
Yeah.
like disabled for 5 seconds. or something.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. Okay, so that's the end of the VGAs and the announcements from that. We had another big thing, and we will try and go through this a little bit faster. The State of Play happened at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
the other day. Thanks, Sony. And there were some announcements that came out of that
Why
too.
are you mad at them?
I don't
Was
know.
it live? Did you have to be up at 6 a.m.?
You didn't have to be, but I like to stay ahead of the news. I don't want to wake up at 6 a.m. just to find out what happened. So I didn't. I kind of just looked later. So yeah, we got some announcements from that too. Not all of them. Again, link in the show notes if you want to see all the announcements. And we're going to start with Spellbreak. I don't think it's a good idea.
No.
Spellbreak is another battle royale game, but with magic.
Okay, cool.
I mean, I think that sounds viable.
It sounds viable, but you're going against a very crowded market right now with battle royales.
But magic is a good twist. Are you like wizards?
I think so.
Is this the one where you can't to launch the attack, you have to move your mouse a certain way to cast the spell?
I don't know. I haven't really seen much of Spellbreak. I just know it's another battle royale coming.
That's a good point. If you just hit a button and launch a firebolt,
It's the same game.
it's the same as a
And it's
gun.
it effectively becomes like a reskinned grenade launcher or
Yeah.
something. No.
And everybody and their mother is getting a battle royale. Even Fallout 76 got one. So it's a very crowded
Yeah.
market to try
Or
and.
is it time to pick up Fallout 76, Rich?
No, it's
Rich
never
has
gonna
got
be
Battle
fun.
Royale.
No.
Okay, no, never mind. Forget it. I'm sorry.
I don't know if you know anything about this next one, like
Yeah.
Dreams. Have you heard of this?
Wait, that's not the Sega CD game?
No, that's Nights into Dreams. That's,
Okay.
That's a little different.
Okay, because that game was cool.
Yes, it was very cool.
It felt cool.
Dreams is imagine RPG Maker, but on steroids, on very, very, very many steroids.
Okay, you haven't sold me yet.
It's not a game per se. It's a game to make games, or it's an engine to make
Okay,
games.
so
is the
for
best way.
me, it's going to be a really cool YouTube series.
probably
Like all the Mario Maker YouTube videos I watch.
here's what. Okay, so Media Molecule has been working on this game for 8.
Whoa, Media Molecule?
Media Molecule has been working on this game for 8 years.
Okay, I was into the Sackboy games.
8 years. Yeah, we could have had 2 or 3 more Little Big Planets, but no, we have Dreams. They've hired people to come make content in their game. And the best people have come up with is remakes of other games.
That's
in this game.
basically what Little Big Planet was. Like, I mean, obviously the game we got, the single player experience.
Yeah.
The game ships and you got a bunch of tools. It's like a precursor to Mario Maker. And they obviously use those exact same tools to make the game. And except for maybe like some of the cutscene moments.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, that to me, I always thought that was like really charming.
Yeah.
That they gave you virtually the exact same tools they had.
Let's see if you lose any faith in this. They released an early access version for people to start making content for it. Obviously, if it's a game creating engine, you want to have content when the game comes out. They said they had a set number of licenses or games available. They never sold out of them.
But failure to sell them does not mean it's a bad game.
It doesn't. It's probably just
my instincts are with these guys, because the Little Big Planet was so beloved that Sackboy became Sony's mascot.
Yeah.
for a time. Yeah.
I mean, is it still? I mean, I know they got rid of Crash a while back.
No, we've talked about this. I don't think Sony actually has an official mascot.
They do. It's Sackboy, but they're kind of bad with that part of the
Well,
marketing.
but then now you're saying not Crash, not Spyro.
Well, no, they did occupy it for a time, but then became Sackboy. And I mean, like, and that's just to impress upon how much of an impression Little Big Planet left. So I would have great confidence that this maker thing that they built, Dreams, is effective. But off the top of my head, I would say, well, they're already crowded out by Mario Maker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would argue
Or the Smash game, the one where you choose two games and it smashes them together.
Super Smash. Yeah.
Super Smash, yeah.
I would argue Kratos right now is probably PlayStation's mascot,
Oh man, maybe.
or even Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn.
I just think if you look at the advertising,
I don't know if they're mascots so much as they are a face.
yeah. If you look at the advertising, I don't think Sony has a mascot that they've chosen for the last year.
To be honest, PlayStation might actually be better off this way by saying we don't have a mascot. Look at all of these mascots. We have them all.
Whenever they do their advertising, it's almost literally how the commercials.
Yeah. We have all these things. But Dreams, the release date was leaked a couple weeks ago, but now it's official. It's coming out Valentine's Day, 2020.
No, this is gonna be PlayStation 5.
No, it's coming out Valentine's Day, 2020.
They'll probably somehow port it over to PlayStation 5.
I'm assuming.
Yeah, I think they did that for like Little Big Planet
It should
3
most definitely
or Little Big Planet 2.
It should most definitely be on PC. Much easier to make stuff in an engine on a PC.
Yeah, I know, but I think they're exclusive. I think they're a Sony studio.
No, they are. They definitely are. And we can talk about that too, because Sony just announced that their first publisher, their first person publisher, is actually publishing games now on Xbox and Switch. Is it Madden? Was it? No, I'm sorry. MLB The Show is going to now be published on basically all consoles except for PC. And that is a Sony first party exclusive. So,
And you can play Mario Kart on iOS, right? So
What?
yeah, Mario Kart Mobile is super fun.
it is super fun.
Does it play with the Switch game?
No.
Like,
No.
do they have shared servers?
No, it's like what was I gonna say? Mafia Wars, where you to play like one or two races and then you have to earn coins or something.
No, if you play it enough, you earn enough coins to unlock the next racer, the next car, or whatever. It's just really slow.
and
They
so-
want you to pay for all those.
So
other
it's
things.
kind of like a Mario Run or whatever, and it's
It is like Mario Run.
Exactly.
it's it's not Mario Kart on iOS. It's the Mario Kart IP
Well,
with its own game, its own version of a mobile game.
it is Mario Kart. Like
It is.
you're with Yoshi driving your car and you're getting banana pills and knocking him behind you, and it is Mario Kart. You're just not playing with other Mario. But I mean, I only play solo. You play Mario Kart online? I don't do that.
I don't,
No,
well,
it's
no,
too
okay.
anger-inducing.
So like a lot of kids who Zillennials, the first gen millennials, I grew up in throughout high school or at least junior high,
Yeah.
like the Smash Brother tournaments with the original Smash Brother game and Mario Kart.
But with friends in real life, right?
I have real life friends, Rich.
No, but that's what we're saying. You didn't play online. You didn't
No, who
So
does
that's
that?
That's
the
what we're
difference.
saying.
Mario. This game is
solely online.
solely online with I don't know if it's real time or if it's pre-recorded. I don't know.
Ghosts. I think what they're when they used to have.
Oh
your
no,
ghost
see,
faces.
okay, it's just weird because like Mario Run did the same thing. Granted, Mario Run isn't a real Mario game because you don't like platform jump back and forth. You're just always running forward. But there's a very distinct mode where there is a multiplayer aspect to it.
Yeah.
But it's all against ghosts.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think you're going against other people.
It's fun though.
It is fun.
It is Mario Kart. I mean, it's legit Mario Kart.
Okay.
I don't know if it's fun without a controller, but yeah. All right, next game.
Untitled Goose Game.
Oh yes.
Oh, what's the title?
Untitled Goose Game. It is. That's
They're running out of time.
Yeah. They are running out of time because it's coming to PlayStation December 17th, which is at the time of recording, it's already out.
There you go.
I'm sorry, at the time of
Not to be a complete retard, but is the name Untitled Goose Game, or is that just the name everybody's given it?
It is Untitled Goose Game. That was the name of the game.
Okay.
If you don't know it, you play as a goose and you steal stuff from the farmer and piss
It's
him
a
off.
puzzle game.
Ish.
It's a puzzle game.
It's one of those unique ones. Like
It's a cute puzzle game.
It's more than the goat, right? It's kind of a legit game.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of. Oh God, what was the game with the man in the cauldron and you're trying to climb them out?
Oh no.
It's kind of it's not like that, but I was like
With terrible controls. No, this game is way better than that.
It's got good control.
This is a puzzle game. They'll give you a scenario and it's like a list of
things to
objectives
do.
you got to accomplish. And it's like, geez, I wonder how can I steal the keys from the farmer or whatever.
Getting over it.
Getting over it.
Ben Fabi.
Ben Fabi's getting over it.
Babylon's Fall from the makers of Bayonetta, Metal Gear Rising, and Nier Automata. I hope I said that right. I was thinking about how to say that word. Nier Automata. It's either Automata or Automata. I don't know.
Yeah.
Nier Automata
Automata,
is another one of those games that I have never played.
I want to. I haven't played it either.
I do want to actually now that I know it's made by the same guys as Metal Gear Rising, but it's like what I find kind of like weird. Again, never played it, but I feel like I kind of know what the game is just because there's so much like memes or otherwise out there.
And it's funny because Babylon's Fall looks like the same game, but just updated graphics.
Hey, if you like a person, male, female, I don't know. It changes sometimes depending on the game. Who has a sword that chops up a bunch of things?
Yeah. I was trying to explain it. I don't know if I got it right, but I was trying to explain it the best way is like Devil May Cry meets Dark Souls.
That's the impression you got.
That's the impression I got. It's not Dark Souls like difficulty, I don't think, but the expansive world like Dark Souls and maybe instances.
Because if you know how a Dark Souls-esque game works by the studio From Software, those are like big, giant connected maps.
Mm-hmm.
So once you understand how the connections work, you can actually go, like there's these huge shortcuts you can take. And there's never, you're never traversing a load screen.
Yeah.
It's just the map architecture genuinely connects.
Yeah.
And you feel like it's big like that.
It should be an interesting game. It plays very quick and it's just a very big, expansive world. So
That's where you got the Devil May Cry part of like how fast the game plays.
it does play very, and I didn't see any.
No, that's fair because Metal Gear Rising was like that.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
you had I'm pretty sure you had like the cool guy score.
Yeah, you had the rankings, the S,
Yeah.
A, the ones I got most of the time, which were D's. Sometimes double D's. That was a bad joke. Okay. Next up, we had an argument about this too, Rich. Asymmetrical game.
Oh boy. Okay.
4 versus 1. Predator Hunting Grounds. Which seems.
I'm sorry. Did he just say evolution?
Did I just say
Evolve.
Evolve?
Did he just say evolve?
No. Okay. To be fair, this game really does look cool because you're playing as a predator.
Game of the year evolve.
Game of the Year edition Evolve.
Yeah.
No, but you're playing as a predator. It's a 4v1 mechanic type
Do
thing.
you play a cougar?
I don't think you do. I think you play one of the humans or a predator.
Wait, a predator alien?
No, predator from Alien.
From the alien
From the Alien franchise.
universe.
Predator. Yes.
Wait, what?
A predator.
What?
Yes.
Is this real life?
Yes, it is.
Rich, why didn't you tell me the story?
We're telling you now.
Yeah, you're here right now.
That's why it looks cool. You play as a predator from the Alien
Well,
franchise.
and then the
Alien
other
Predator
people, what do they play?
Is this real life?
Humans. They play as.
Wait, well, okay. So there's always been Alien vs Predator games.
Yeah.
Which you pick to play a predator, which was whatever.
Yeah.
And the other guys would be like Colonial Marines, which it was always kind of cool because they kind of gave them all own powers. But obviously the predator had like cloaking powers.
Yeah.
The humans would typically have a radar system because of the gun from the second movie. And aliens were like maybe really fast and had wall climbing. So now are these Colonial Marines you're up against with some like power, or are these like poor sap humans?
No, the Colonial Marines.
Okay, so So we've kind of seen this before.
But as a 4v1 asymmetrical type game where the Predator is going to be way better than one person alone, but against all four.
I just wish there was a mode that, like a map that puts you in the, like 1995 Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Right? Like that was great. And I just think it'd be super fun.
I mean, right? I know some people rag on the second Predator movie, but no, absolutely.
Gadgets.
One map has to be a urban jungle, and then one map has to be a jungle.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So there is one minor fault I think I have with this game.
Okay.
The game looks super fun. I'm starting to grow really quickly with it.
Are the humans, are the Marines different?
Yeah, they are. Each one has a different.
So they got to rely on each
Yeah.
other. Fuck.
Yeah, they do have to rely on each other. But the graphics just look like they're PlayStation 3 graphics.
It's an Aliens vs Predator game.
I know, but this is a game that's coming out later. It should
Yeah, no, it's an Aliens game.
It should look better.
No, I don't think an Aliens game has ever looked good.
That's true. They've always been the clunkiest engines. I don't know why.
Well,
No, I'm not talking about gameplay itself. I'm saying the graphics themselves look.
That's
like
what I'm
they're
saying.
all of it.
Yeah.
What was the last Aliens game?
Alien Isolation?
that disappointed everybody.
Oh, not that one. Not Isolation was good.
Oh, there must be one right before that, like disappointed. But same thing, like the trailers look passable.
Yeah.
And then you got to the actual. Then you bought the game, and it was like just clunky graphics and mostly clunky gameplay.
So the final thing we had from the state of play.
Yeah.
Is probably one of Capcom's best moves I think they've ever done.
Mm-hmm.
They announced Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, the remake, is coming, and it's coming quick. It's coming April next year. So that means they had to have been working on this the same time they started working on RE2.
Why aren't they gonna do Resident Evil 7 remaster?
We're getting there. But they showed off Project Resistance first.
Oh yeah.
And they said that Project Resistance has a campaign mode, and then they showed Resident Evil 3. So what they're insinuating, or what they told us, is Resident Evil 3 Remake is going to have Project Resistance as its multiplayer component. So they are going to be one game.
Oh.
So you buy one, you get both.
Hmm.
And I think that's probably Capcom's smartest move that they've done yet.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to buy Resident Evil 3 already because 2 did well. But now you get an extra component on top of it. It's multiplayer. Hell yeah.
What's the multiplayer like?
4v1 asymmetrical.
Okay.
One person plays as Mr. X and the other 4 try to not die.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's super cool in this one because you don't just play as Mr. X walking around trying to kill him. Mr. X can look through cameras and summon zombies to chase them down.
It looks
awesome.
fun.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say summon, like he wakes him up because
Why did we never? I always get was it Evolution?
Evolve.
That's how good the game was. I can always remember the title. Why did we never play Evolve together?
I own it. I mean, we can still play it.
You can't. I think their servers are shut down already.
Damn it.
I'm just like, the concept of an asymmetrical game sounds great, but I know there was like,
And there was a Cthulhu, and
there was seemingly a cool one out there called Evolve, and we never played it once.
Well, if you are interested in playing an asymmetrical game, I would point you in the direction of the not Friday the 13th. There's another one.
Does it have anything I remember?
Yes, it was basically all of the famous scary movie.
Oh, you're talking about that scary movie game one?
Yeah,
where you,
I just completely skipped.
I don't think you literally get to play Freddy Krueger or the others, but it's pretty obvious.
No, you do. I don't know if it's I think you do get to play. You get to play as the Jigsaw. You get to play.
Oh no, there's a Friday the 13th game.
That's Friday the 13th itself.
Yeah,
there's another one. I cannot remember.
Where one guy gets to play the monster, either be it Jason
Yep.
or otherwise, and then a couple, I don't know what, camp counselors that have to get out.
No, because yeah, but that sounds more like Friday the 13th. But like this one, you can play as a banshee. You can play as the Jigsaw, the ghost, or the guy from Saw. You can play as Freddy Krueger. You can play as all these famous things, and it's an asymmetrical game. And that's it for the state of play. We didn't want to just leave it all to video games, so we had a few more things to go. And this I don't know. I'm just excited about this next one. J.J. Abrams did an interview with somebody.
Oh boy, okay.
And I forgot what his name was, but his initials were PK. So PK said, or
PK Fire?
Yeah, something like that. Abrams said, "Hey PK, what's your favorite character from Star Wars?" And he goes, "Oh, well, my favorite character is Ahsoka Tano." And J.J. Abrams said, "If you like Ahsoka Tano, you might want to keep your eyes open in Rise of the Skywalker." So I think, and just like everybody else thinks J.J. Abrams probably just teased Ahsoka Tano in Rise of the Skywalker in some way, shape, or form.
If she doesn't have a speaking role, then I don't care.
I was basically saying, like, if she's just the ET aliens,
If she's a cameo or something.
she's this tiny little, like, pixelated dot at the bottom of one of the shots, like, I'd be so unhappy.
Like it's a flashback. And you're like, I think I saw her there. I don't.
No, exactly. Like, I'd be
I'm
so
hoping it's
And
something
she's
cool.
old, right? I mean, I don't know
She
how
has to
long
be in this
Twi'leks live. So, okay.
I looked this up before we started because I thought the same thing.
Yeah.
She is not a Twi'lek.
No, she's not.
She's a Taruga.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay. I was wrong calling her a Twi'lek this entire time.
Yeah.
No, well, I mean, yeah. I mean, you're a terrible Star Wars fan. You should
I hate Star Wars. It's the worst. Let me tell you why I hate it.
and you should repent. But how long does a Taruga live?
I have no idea.
Oh, no.
I'm still.
You- what the heck?
Oh no! I'm still stuck on the Twi'leks from last night's episode of The Mandalorian. So,
Yeah.
spoiler alert: it was really good. There was 2 Twi'leks,
Wait, what?
male and female.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah. So, do we trust J.J. Abrams because he's done this before?
Has he?
Yes, he has.
I mean, what, like, lied?
Yeah, well, it like completely derailed something. Like, oh, you should look at this. Oh, it was like he does that thing where technically he's not wrong, but it wasn't what we wanted.
Yeah.
Just like any other thing we do. Next up, the amazing rework of the Sonic, movie
yeah.
that we were all excited for. It's still coming.
He was a monster, a weird
now-
little 3-foot human
He was
man.
terrifying to look at.
He was a weird little human man thing. Dude, what still gets me, because if you look at the Sonic character design, you know, he's got
Yeah.
like pipes. He looks like an old Disney cartoon with the pipe arms and pipe legs. And then they make the move and he's got like muscles. Man, he's got
It's like-
quads and hammies and a little butt.
It's
He's
like
working
what,
out with Chris.
it's like those things like when someone does like a Disney princesses reimagined or something like in real life and they're
Dude, it's
scary to look
it
at.
is such a cool Instagram photo.
Yeah.
I don't need it to be my movie though.
Unfortunately, the moving picture company, which did the rework of Sony's character design, has reportedly just shut down.
Yeah.
So good news, we get Sonic the way people wanted him. The
The way
bad
he
news,
ought to be.
Yeah. The bad news is we might not get another one.
Well, no, I mean, and I won't dive too deep into it. There was a time I fancied, like I went to art school and everything, and this was just an element of it. But I mean, the short versions, they're not unionized,
No, they're not.
and so they get terribly abused. I'm pretty sure that's the original studio that was working on Sonic, and the way these studios are is like, you know, this is a project we want, and they're like, okay, well, here's the bill. And they're like, okay, we just paid the bill, but the thing is now we need you to redo all of these shots and we're not paying a second time.
Yeah.
And when you're put under that kind of work pressure, go figure,
And-
a lot of these studios go belly up.
And not only that, but you have to get it done in the time that we said that the movie's going to come out. We don't want to change anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of overtime.
I hope all those people there find better jobs. because-
Especially right before Christmas.
Yeah.
Like,
Right before Christmas. And they did such
Well,
a good job.
and they deserve it for the work they put
Yeah,
in.
they did such a good job on the redesign.
Yeah.
The movie could be shitty, but at least the redesign of Sonic looks amazing. He looks way better than.
Another tangent, along with the redesign of Sonic. I mean, obviously they recut a whole new trailer,
Mhm.
but I swear, just to feel that trailer, I feel like they just redid all the Sonic scenes with all new lines and everything.
Yeah.
Like they didn't just plop in a new model. They literally went back in there and revoiced new lines. and everything.
Would you say they Justice Leagued it?
No, because Justice League was terrible. This actually
Well,
looks like
I
it's
mean-
going to be good now.
Snyder has his own version of the Justice
Oh God,
League.
did Sonic have a mustache?
He might have. You never know. I mean, Jim Carrey had a mustache in that one, right? Because Dr. Robotnik.
Yeah, but he needed to have a
he
mustache.
did.
Oh my God, did they animate his Jim Carrey's mustache? Did they reverse
I would-
Justice League it?
Like instead of the de-aging
Where,
process.
where did you
it's
hear this?
the remustaching?
Yeah, the remustaching.
Rich, I know you have an Alexa here because we heard it last night when we were playing
Oh
games.
boy.
Would you kindly do me a favor and set his voice to Samuel L. Jackson's?
I will do that.
This is going to be so amazing. So Samuel L. Jackson is now a voice that can be chosen as Alexa's voice, complete with explicits. So he will use his famous phrase of the what's on the bottom of his lightsaber.
I'm gonna do it without telling any of my my roommates.
Perfect.
Because your girlfriend just used it last night for the air fryer, so it'd be funny, like, motherfucker, put the shit in the.
Which is great because now our microwave is controlled by voice.
Your shit's done. Open the microwave. I
live in the future, Leiden.
Yes.
I don't know where you live.
I don't know, but I want to live in your future. Where Samuel L. Jackson talks to my fucking microwave.
Pops popcorn for you.
Oh yeah.
Be awesome. And the last one we had to talk about because it was just great. Hackers are doing Bethesda's job,
Oh yeah.
and they're putting NPCs into Fallout 76 since Fallout 76 and Bethesda can't seem to get it right.
At least the video you showed me, they weren't quite done with it yet.
No, they were done. I think the ones that video.
I don't feel like they were done.
No, the ones that you saw were other people in underwear. Those the NPC. That was the player characters walking around with what they had on.
Oh my god, do they not have?
You can take off all your clothes and.
Oh, okay, I was supposed
just
to say,
be
you know,
in
this
underwear.
is a Fallout game. There's supposed to be guns and stuff in the game.
No, there is, but
Oh, I thought you told me they launched the game without guns.
no, well, I mean, effectively, when they launched it without NPCs, it's probably the same thing.
Yeah.
It's a Bethesda game where where they run on narration and they didn't have any.
It's totally the experience I wanted out of my Fallout game.
Take all of the Fallout you love and take everything out of it.
Yeah.
Fallout 76.
The number one thing that I look for when I play a Fallout game is other human beings.
Yeah. My gameplay experience is determined by how many people I run into when it comes to Fallout. Yeah.
But you know what we got instead of NPCs in Fallout 76? We got a battle royale mode.
Yeah, no, that's really yeah. Wow.
That's really not the thing anybody wanted to hear. That Fallout.
Yeah,
76 was doing.
I really wanted to try to imagine I could come up with something funny.
It was.
I just felt like a part of me die instead.
I wish you would have seen the announcement when they announced it at E3. They're like, and we're gonna bring out the new battle royale mode, and they panned to the audience, and the audience was just like,
Why?
"What? I'm not sure what's going on right now."
If
Some
I had
guy's like, "Where are the NPCs?"
If I had been there, I would have yelled out like, "Where's Skyrim 5 or next Skyrim game or where's any other?"
Nick's Elder Scrolls, yeah.
Nothing will ever top the Diablo announcement. I know we talked
The
about
Diablo mobile.
the Diablo mobile announcement, but nothing will
Yeah,
top
see,
the
that's another
question.
thing. I actually don't care about Diablo at all. And I feel like I know everything about the Diablo mobile fiasco
Yeah.
because it was just such a disaster. The news was everywhere.
Did you hear the first question that was asked after the announcement, though?
I can't remember. Wasn't it like, why are you doing this or something?
So when they when they bring up people to ask the questions about it, the guy was like, "Is this like a April Fool's joke?"
Oh,
or-
yeah.
And they're like, "No, this is real." He's like, "Oh," and then he just turned around and walked away. Like
Oh, whoops.
that's what is no NPCs in Fallout 76. Is this like an April Fool's joke? And they're like, "No, there's none."
Everything you've been waiting for, the Battle Royale.
Cool.
Really?
I hate it.
Okay. Thanks. I hate it.
And then last but not least, our secret link. I think Leiden spoiled it earlier, but it's cool.
But
Go
at
watch
this point, you've already forgotten it. So
it. Yeah, so we're not gonna talk about it.
so go to the show notes, go down to the bottom, click the link, and enjoy.
I'm tempted to talk about it again because it is amazing. Look, okay, I'm a nerd about that character.
I didn't know you were such a nerd about that character.
Mm.
I didn't know.
I thought we were friends, James.
I mean, I know you.
No, it's okay, man.
I know you.
No,
as
it's okay.
Wolverine.
Don't. No, it's okay.
I've always known you.
It's already been
as
ruined.
Wolverine.
It's
so.
already been ruined. It's fine. I now. I just know what our friendship is like now.
Also, like to point out because we have Leiden here. If you want to see some of the most hilarious photos you'll ever see,
Oh yeah.
please go look at the Deadpool and Wolverine in the kitchen set. That
Oh, no, okay. Well, I'll segue on this one. I work with a local charity, 501c3, Critical Care Comics. We deliver comic books to kids in hospitals. I decided to play the short stature, bulky Wolverine.
how did you get stuck with that one?
I don't know, but and I delightfully ran across a very fantastic Wolverine and Spider-Man Christmas special, where they just got done fighting, I think, a Sentinel or something.
Is this better than the Star Wars Christmas special?
It's much better. And poor Spider-Man, he's all like, oh, because Wolverine and him are friends.
Yeah.
I got this like a party upstate. You could come. Wolverine's a lone wolf. He's
A lone Wolverine.
a lone
might I say.
Wolverine, actually. And he's all like, no, I'm busy. I gotta go. And then he sees Spider-Man's all sad. He's like, look, buddy, you can come with me, bub. You can come with me, but you can't tell anybody what you're about to see. And I guess Pete made a mistake. He left it on the roll of film he sent to J. Jonah Jameson. Next day, it was published in the Daily Bugle. Wolverine is apparently a fantastic baker, and actually he really fucking loves it too. He's got the biggest smile ever. And I fell instantly in love. Wolverine's a master baker.
Master Baker.
Master baker.
Yeah.
Why are you trying to say it so fast? And I had to recreate this in a couple other pictures.
You would say he's a pastry chef. I mean, he's got the knives for it, so.
I don't know about a pastry chef, but he cuts a mean sausage.
I've always wondered about that. I know we're segueing here, but it is really curious. Like, would he be a good cook in the kitchen?
It's canonical.
How hard is it to control? Like,
It's canonical in the '90s cartoon. He's always whipping out the forky knife hand to chop up either like sausage or chicken.
I didn't know this. It's just some of those things. Like, you know, think about it.
If you have a regeneration system to survive like salmonella and stuff, I guess why not?
It's like the question was like, so how does Superman shave? Because there's not a razor. He looked in the mirror and lasers it off. I mean, that's just how you.
Again, canonical to the cartoon.
It is canonical.
It is.
It actually is canonical. But no, seriously, if you guys want to see a hilarious, set, go look on Ignis Umbra's website for the baking set between Deadpool and it was so funny.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, my buddy man who's in Critical Care Comics with me, he plays mean Deadpool. He really got into it.
If Ryan Reynolds didn't have the part, Min probably would have. It's so funny seeing him out of Deadpool and in Deadpool because I mean, out of Deadpool, he's still a funny guy.
Yeah.
Min is great, but he nails the personality in that costume.
Well, he's got
so
a mask on.
Yeah.
So,
And I always mess with him too. Cause like, I'd be like, I was like, Deadpool, smile. And he's like staring at me like, oh, okay. I know you got a mask on. I know you're not smiling under there. Just mess with him.
I know he had some package shrinkage that night too. And
I like when he takes the eyes out to look through and like breathe through his like mask. He's okay. And then he puts the eyes back on.
one of the unattractive parts of wearing a full body costume.
Rage. Remember the band? I fight crime in a rubber suit.
College humor.
Okay. Damn, that should have been the secret link too. We might do another one. On that note, guys, that was your Dorkside debrief, and that was the news.
All right.
We'll see you guys later.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
guys.